Welcome to Gamescom. We're here checking out RaiderZ, and I've got yet another one of their employees. Richard, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit?
I'm Richard Plant. I'm the UK PR manager for Gameforge here, and today we're going to be discussing RaiderZ. I mean, I know you guys saw it at Res, but we've got some really awesome stuff to show off today.
We've seen more than a little of this game. You guys keep throwing it at us.
We've got new stuff, we've got great stuff, and I think you're going to be pretty impressed.
Okay, so do you want to give a rundown for people that haven't seen any of the other RaiderZ stuff we've put out yet? What is it?
RaiderZ is essentially it's an upcoming monster hunting MMO that's all about getting together with a group of good friends and hunting some really epic badass bosses. Okay, so let's just jump straight in and give you guys a look at what we're adding to the game for the closed beta.
Okay.
Now there's a few systems essentially that we want to discuss today.
Okay.
So what's the first thing you think about when maybe you're getting together with a few friends, you know, it's late at night, you're going to go off and hunt a massive epic boss, maybe, how about eating a little food, listen to a little music?
Whoa, we're not getting into some weird RP thing here, are we? We're not going to, like, start taking off clothes.
Oh, hells no. We're going to play some tunes.
you put out, is that pink?
It's a pink guitar. It's a pink GM guitar. So we've added an instrument system to RaiderZ, which is a really, really nice way of getting together to buff your party before you go out on a monster hunt. So each instrument will be kind of unique. It'll have 4 different harmonies and tones that you can use to play together and as part of a band and build up your characters before you go out.
So do they give buffs then?
They do give buffs.
Can you hover over some of them and show us what they say, like skill wise?
They don't actually have. Remember this stuff is all in development right now. This stuff can change.
It's in English, so it's getting there.
Well, exactly, yeah. So there's a really cool range of stuff we can do. Look, we can see there. There's one of the buffs there, coming up, and some pretty rocking tunes going down. And that kind of ties into our feasting system as well, which, as you know, is a part of our closed beta content. You get together with a few friends, you cook some cool meals, and as you party up and add a few variety of courses and dishes, you'll build up a variety of buffs that'll help you in the battle coming up.
You've got a viewer.
Oh yes, indeed. We're on the live server right here, so there's a lot of players running around who are going to react to some of the stuff I'm going to pull out. Another one of the systems that I really want to talk about today, because this is the most exciting thing that I think we've got to show, is the transformation system. Now, you know, in the world of Rendell, there's a massive bestiary of really cool monsters and wildlife, and most of the time you're just going to be whacking it over the head and stealing its goodies.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could sometimes maybe play as one of them?
Now, we've seen in previous videos some of that kind of thing. I mean, some monsters do drop stuff that you can use, like the fish that you can use.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
There's also in the quest line to kill the crawler, you turn into one of the big guardian guys.
This extends that system a little bit by allowing you to choose when and where to change into any particular creature. So I'll just go ahead and show you the rabbit transformation. Bam. Which is pretty cool. So you can see you transform into the creature of your choice. You can see on the action bar down here, you'll be given a set of skills.
I'm waiting for the player to realize you just turned into a bunny and freak out.
And I'm dancing behind them, which is really cool. There we go. Yeah. So obviously, Rabbit doesn't have a great range of important skills.
It's more
apart
a social
from hopping
one.
around. It's a really cool one. What's really nice about this is that monsters will be completely reactive to how you appear in the game. So say you're a cute little bunny rabbit. Who's going to attack a cute little bunny rabbit?
Wolves.
Well, wolves maybe, but hopefully not anyone else.
Ziggy.
Yeah, Ziggy. But Ziggy eats pretty much everything. But what's really impressive is you can not only do that for normal creatures, you can do that for bosses.
Okay.
So let's have a look at Queen
No.
Terraces.
No.
So here we go. This is Queen Terraces running around Indian Freeport, which is one of the main quest hubs in the early game.
And this is something that players will be...
Players will be able to do this. You can see, if you look at the action bar, you'll get access to a whole range of attacks. Your boss form will be level to your character's level, so it won't impact your kind of PvP abilities or your level, but you will be able to use this in combat. It's a completely workable combat system, and you can pretty much just go crazy with it.
I have how do you show up to other players? I mean, do you have...
They can see me. If you can look at the other players on the server, they're reacting to me.
No, I mean more to the fact of, do you still have your regular name, or have you got like the title under your name of the mob you now are, or is that
actually, I believe that you still have your own player name,
okay.
And they should be able to work it out eventually that they're not causing any damage.
That's quite good then, because otherwise it would cause quite a few shenanigans.
Oh yes, indeed. There we go. We'll escape from this battle, and we'll show you something else. We'll show you Bon Bon, who's really pretty cool. There he is. He's a kind of forest mage character that you'll meet later on in the game. He's pretty cool.
Are these something that you'll get from the bosses that you're fighting? So, like, for example, to turn into the queen, would you then, need something from her, or would it be from higher up?
Well, this kind of thing is still being worked out in development, but essentially these will be craftable items that you that will be a kind of mark of your respect as a player. You'll be.
Okay, so then you would need some. It would make sense to, for queen, you'd need something from her then.
Well, yeah. I mean, at this stage we can't say for definite yes or no, but essentially. That makes sense.
Yeah, logically it makes sense. That's fine.
Absolutely.
You're casting something. Where have you gone? That's quite cool.
Yeah. Okay. So what I want to show you guys now is a little bit later on in the game at an area we call Mount Edda. Now, Mount Edda is a bit of a special area for us because, as you know, most of RaiderZ is really PvE focused. It's really about grouping up, taking down some really tough bosses, and crafting some really awesome equipment. But we also realize that players, they're kind of all about ganking sometimes.
Yes.
So we have this PvP only quest zone, which is Mount Edda. When you enter the zone, you can be assigned to one of two factions, Mad Eye and White Yeti. And you'll be killing other players and taking up PvP escort quests and assassinate missions to generate faction reputation, which will translate into some really great rewards. But there is also another way to play the PvP content, which is, you can see some people doing it on the screen just now. There are some wandering bosses. This guy's Diago, he's a White Yeti. And killing them will generate some really big reward boosts for you. Although hopefully, we can also see some other players coming up behind them to stab them in the back while they're fighting the boss.
See, I've been here. I'm not sure if I was allowed to have been here. But
this is the final area in the closed beta content, so everyone who's in the closed beta now will be able to experience this.
When I ran through it, there was nothing much here.
It's now there is.
Yeah, it's quite interesting to see the evolution of the area and see what's going on, because I ran through it on my lobby when I was exploring.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, this is RaiderZ. The world of RaiderZ is very, very open. You can kind of go and explore these areas.
If you're stupid enough.
From the beginning, well, some people are, Dave. I mean, I don't like to point fingers.
No, it's not like you had to send someone to come and rescue me or anything.
No, not at all.
No.
But yeah, I'll give you a preview of Diago. Just some of the things that he can do to you. He's a really, really tough guy. I mean, I'm going to take him on in a GM character. This guy's level 30 at the moment. We expect most players to be encountering this around level 20, 22.
Yeah.
But even, being over-leveled for this kind of thing and
nice
being
dodge.
a master at the game, as I am.
Nice dodge. That one and that one wasn't
not
so
quite
good.
so good. Ooh.
You're going to die.
But you can see, you can just see just how tough he is.
No? Oh, you're not going to run away? You're actually going to take this? You're going to man up?
I'm going to take him down. I promise you. Oh, maybe not. Oh.
How did he not hit you? That was well timed on the skill there.
Yeah. Well, you can see, the combat in RaiderZ is all about skill combat. It's all about timing. It's all about trying to avoid things just like that and going down.
Watching that attack there, that brings to mind something that I've mentioned before in other videos, but only briefly. You can't just roll one way to dodge everything, because some things do attack with left arms and right arms, and they swipe and jump forward. So you really do have to utilize every angle that you can
Yeah,
move
absolutely.
in.
I mean, all of the bosses have their own attack patterns,
Yeah.
so that's something we're really proud of. All the bosses have their own characteristics, their own personalities, and players are going to have to work out their own strategies to beat every boss, because going straight at them is just not going to work.
Yeah.
And while we do recommend that players are going to use groups to take these things down, and really, it's going to be pretty tough to take on someone like Diago.
We're being attacked.
Oh, hello, Gamescom.
It's in German this time. It was in English earlier. They can't make up their mind.
Ah, well, welcome to Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we expect a lot of players to be partying up for these kind of things, but we know solo players are going to really enjoy this stuff as well.
Yeah.
And with the kind of skill-based combat system that's kind of less about numbers and more about skill,
Yep.
we really expect some players to be out there on their own, lone wolfing it, and trying to take down these big bosses on their own. And if they do, you can expect to see them crowing about it all over the server.
Hi.
Oh yeah.
I was doing that, trying to fight things like Fleetfoot, but you can kill them, so it takes a while.
It really does. You need to kite them all over the field. Yeah.
It's also quite interesting in that challenge regard to find the right time to be able to sell them. I mean, the beta at the moment is packed.
Yeah.
So you can start fighting one of these things and think you're going to try and fight on your own, and then other people will turn up.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
Could be a good or a bad thing depending on
Well,
how
I
you take
mean,
it.
obviously, players who do initially encounter the boss and aggro him and cause damage
Oh, yeah,
will
they're
be the
gonna
ones
get
getting
the stuff.
the rewards.
So you can choose not to join a party with someone, but at the end of the day, everyone gets their own loot anyway, so...
Yeah, that's true. We also have a sharding system, so you can see
Yep.
I'm changing channel here. If there's a lack of bosses, or the boss has just been killed on your particular shard, you can just switch shard, and hopefully it's just sitting there ready for you.
Yep.
So we're really trying to make it easy for players to get in and experience all the content that we can show.
Okay, is there anything else you want to show us, or was that...
I think that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
It's good. We're following RaiderZ very closely.
Well, I'm glad of it. Thanks very much.
Okay, do you want to send people to a website so they can find out more information?
Yes, indeed. We're currently in closed beta. We went into closed beta on August the 9th. If you head to RaiderZ-Europe.com, you can get details of everything that's coming up, when all the dates are being announced, the live streams, which we're doing from Gamescom every day, which will be fantastic. And we can also give you details of where you can pick up some closed beta keys there.
I think I know someone that has a few.
Really? Who might that be?
I'm sure if people leave a comment on this video, they can maybe find themselves with
Yeah,
a key
I'm
or
sure
two.
you might be able to sort them out.
Indeed. Well, Richard, thank you very much for your time.
No problem at all.
Thank you.